Hey y'all, it's me, it's T, and I'm here with your Winning Wednesday Wisdom Success Formula, okay? This is the way that you are going to tap into the very best version of yourself. Be your very best, normally in 3 minutes or less. I honestly can't promise that this week because I have some good stuff that I want to share with you. So, yes, we're doing it a little bit different. I know you're not used to seeing my beautiful face on the Wednesday videos. I usually use a graphic so that you can just kind of think about the message that's coming across. But as I get more into tapping into the real you, discovering your purpose, know that you were born with a mission. You're wired to be a problem solver. In fact, you are the answer to a problem in the world. Knowing that, I just thought that I have to share a little bit more of myself, a little bit more of my story, so that you can really go about winning this thing in life. Because what I know is that my struggles aren't just my struggles. I know that there is another woman, another wife, another employee, another student, another part of a church family who's going through these issues. Okay. People in my personal life, people literally in my phone, not just on social media, are having so many different struggles, but yet they are still winning because they've tapped into this thing about being themselves, 100% genuine and authentic. And they've decided, like me, to live a life of service. Y'all, that is the key. So I'm going to share just a little bit of my life's work. The Patient is Wearing Lipstick, my tell all memoir, because in that story, you'll see reflections of yourself. In that story, you will see the overcoming. You will see the comeback. You will see the triumph. And you have to know that if a girl like myself from the hood, having been on food stamps and public assistance before, having been dealing with so many different men over the years, okay, having had struggles in my health and marriage, if I can survive those things and go on to become an award-winning coach, a rising influencer, and a best-selling author, then why can't you? Why can't you? I am, of course, special in God's sight. I'm his girl, you understand? But so are you. You too are his chosen. You too are called and set apart for purpose in this earth, in this season, in this time. So just know, no matter the struggle, no matter how hard it gets, you can get back up again. You can dust yourself off and you can go on to be greater. All you have to do is tap into that big picture, knowing that there is someone who is waiting on you. Someone needs to hear your story. Someone needs to see you overcome. So let me just share a little more of the trials that I had to go through to become what you see today. And I'm going on to be even more. Okay. So this is not 3 minutes or less like it normally is, but this is just a lesson in becoming your best. It's hard to explain the mental and physical anguish you go through when being in doctor's care. The anxiety is real. Depending on your journey, your doctor could literally be a stranger. Not only that, it might be a stranger whose first language is not the same as yours. That could potentially be another point of concern. Even while the doctor may try to be compassionate, it is very clear that this is a job for him. This is his business. This is what the insurance company pays him to do. And with that, the hope of more information and better treatment and feeling better, the hope of some light in this dark tunnel causes you to move forward. Doctors sometimes try to play God, but there's only one God, one creator, and one source of life. The work that doctors do is vitally important, and they truly have been heroes throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Unfortunately, in some circumstances, that heroism feeds their egos, or worse, their narcissistic tendencies. Don't get me wrong, they save lives and make breakthroughs that help us live better. Still, no one should be completely at the mercy of one individual. Sometimes you have to keep searching before you find the doctor who is the right fit for you. No matter what, don't give up. I went through a few frogs before I got to my prince in my healthcare mishigas. The height of my dismay and disrespect came on the heels of the first time I went into a coma. I had gotten off work, and by the time I got home, it was close to 4 a.m. I needed to go to the hospital. It would be my fourth time in the ER in as many months. I was disgusted with the whole process, and quite frankly, I was afraid. Just a couple of months earlier, they had used some super scary words when looking at my chart: congestive heart failure. What ticked me off more was that it was said matter of factly and in passing. One doctor was leaving my room in a hurry, handing me off to another doctor, and he threw the phrase over his shoulder like a backpack. That sent my anxiety levels through the roof. My dear friend had buried her mom to the same condition. I did not know anyone who had survived that diagnosis. At the time, I don't think I understood or appreciated that I was still here because the pain in my chest was so awful. My understanding was quite limited. Heart failure means heart stoppage, and heart stoppage means death. That was the sum total of my knowledge on the subject. So when I found myself exhausted after taking 10 steps from my car to my front door, and when I found myself completely out of breath trying to get my work clothes off to take a shower, I had to stop. I had to be real with myself. This is not something you can shake off, girl. You have to have someone look at you again. That's just an excerpt from The Patient is Wearing Lipstick, Emerging from the Shadow of Death. Again, that's my tell-all memoir. Just a little peek into some of the trials, particularly with my health, with things at work playing in the background, things at home playing in the background. So I just want you to know on this Winning Wednesday, the wisdom is you can make it. You have all that it takes to do all that you need to do in this time, in this season, right where you are. So that's it. Have an amazing week and go out there, crush it, and win.